Banished. We need to do something about the cemetery as soon as we get everything under control. We have 1,000 food now. Things are getting much, much better. Unfortunately, they're all eating a lot of parsnips. Not such a great thing. They haven't quite finished clearing this. Not have any nomads. Somebody in here. Like 33 statues here now. That's good. So we can probably get this guy out of here. I think this one's probably going to go to this one, I think. Fancy homewares. Oh, do we need those? Yeah, we do have some statues here. We're going to need them eventually. We do not have any. There's only one, so why don't we just go ahead and pick up one of those. Wool coats. We're pretty good on coats, so let's go ahead and do those 5. Hide coats. Okay. I'm overpaying. I need to pay an additional 7. Let's just do the feather and do the trade. Dismiss this guy. We don't have a trader over here, so this won't be replenished. Still have plenty of merchandise here that we can trade. We shouldn't have to replenish right away. This one over here, we don't have anybody here, but we're doing okay. We don't have any feathers. No, we won't have any because we don't have any. So even if I put a worker in here, he wouldn't be able to bring any feathers here. I just use this for, making trades. Food usually works good, but we've been having a bit of a food crisis. So we haven't been using food. Let's go to do this, change this to by quantity. Parsnips is what we have the most of. A lot of firewood. Do we have firewood here? We do. There's a couple extra 100 here. So we're okay. We still have just 14 citizens. We managed to do 933 fish last year. The year before was in the 600s, I think, if I remember correctly. This was not a particularly good year compared to the year before. Well, who knows how this is going to turn out. We have free labor, no builders. Most things are kind of turned off at this point, unless we run into a problem here with supply. We really don't need to do much of anything until maybe we get ourselves another seed. We could just start another parsnips field, but I would hesitate to put it next to the other one. In case one were to become diseased, it would affect both and you'd lose everything. Then you'd be putting yourself back into another famine situation. I don't really think I want to do that again. This would be the farm supplier. I don't think I made any requests for anything. Rice. Now you see, I do need rice. Because this can actually protect the health of your community all by itself. The other two can wait. I do have a need for this. So let's, I'm overpaying. So if I go 9, am I still overpaying? Yeah, so go 8. And 220. Some herbs. One at a time, huh? See, if I were in a counting mood, I would just count it up. I'm more in a clicking mood. So, we do have a rice seed now. Let's trade. Dismiss. Now, I probably would be able to afford to let him know what we need. Okay. We're gonna do rice here. And I would still like to have 2 farmers here. That brings us down to 1 labor. We're not making tools or clothing. Picking herbs to replenish our supply that we're using for trade here. We have 200 in stock here. That's okay. We're kind of just hovering right at this point until we get our food supply up to where we can feel comfortable that we're not going to end up in that situation again. We're still sitting at 3,500 limit on the food. When I start getting to 3,500, I'll start feeling a lot more comfortable, and then I'll raise that limit some. We need to grow this place, and we will not be able to do it with just these 14 citizens. It's going to require nomads, and the last time we had nomads, there were 11, I believe, and we had to turn them down. I would prefer not to have to do that again. So where are all of our people? They're too old to have children. They're too old to have children. There's nobody else living in that part of town. They're too old to have children. Just Lamont Gomer. Terrence. Yeah. Too old. Too old. Yeah. You see, this community is bred out. They're not going to have any more children. These are older folk and a couple of children. Now those children, they may have children. Not sure where they were. Where are these children? Supposed to be a part of our community. Are they in the over here? Okay, there's a 10-year-old female. Oh, there we go. See, they're both females. Okay. Well, they won't be mating. So this is really a dead population here without nomads. And will nomads ever come back? They will have to come right here to this little thing here, and I'll be notified when they're here. Otherwise, this community is done. If no nomads show up, then these people will die out when these children get old. The last two children. So it can happen, even with a community that's still, 12, 1 and 1. It's not 12 and 2 anymore. 1202 is 12, 1, 1. So we have one person in school, and we still have a teacher. Okay. I forgot about the teacher. Scoot over there. There we are. There is a teacher. Good. 4 farmers, 1 laborer, 2 fishermen, 1 teacher. So that is the complement of who we have. Nomads say hallelujah, right? Let's not make the mistake of hitting deny. That would be horrible. So we're going to allow these people. We have food, tools, we're good. So our population has just increased up to 17. I'm sure we have a house available for them someplace. They can just park any old place they want to live, you know. Their labor. See, I'm not sure what labor is doing anymore. There's a way to test that, I suppose. Well, right there. This thing is still here, so labor's got work to do. And they're still gathering food. Probably from orders given 2 days ago. Things were rather frantic at the time, when our food supply was gone. So everything is fine. And it's still a beautiful community, and within 3 years we'll be good. We just need to probably get somebody on this. We need to find another spot for a cemetery. Now we could use this bit of land here. Terench, the herbalist, he's fine. He's fine with that. We want to do that. So let's go ahead and do one of these kind of cemeteries here. This is the right kind, right? We'll do that, because I want to make sure I'm putting in the same one as this one. This is just a cemetery. This one's a cemetery. Okay. This is the right one. It's 13. I think it was 13 by 13. That's not too close to Terench's house. No, it's not. That's not bad. There was a reason that we were doing this. There's I think there's a mine back here, yeah. We do have a road to it running this direction, so I guess we're not going to have a problem getting to that building once it's done. We've kind of been held up. Food supply, 1805. Stone is 72. And it is late summer. Everything seems to be going pretty well for the people of Butney. They are healthy again and happy. Nobody has passed away without a place to rest their head, which seems to irritate the loved ones quite a bit, which can bring your happiness down. We have 331. It's not bad. Make a lot of statues out of that. We have 24 marble statues that are not at the trading post, so there's backup. We have enough to make, enough to buy quite a number of seeds, so it's going to be good. Rice is kind of the important one, though. And herbs. When we get a chance to get herbs again. We've seen a herb seed pass us by when we were sitting in the middle of a famine. And in those kind of cases, what's going on here? Is this one being held up because of this? How do you get them to move something like that? I'm just wondering if that's holding up the, that field, because they should be farming by now, don't you think? Early autumn? Or maybe they're done. Maybe I'm being... I don't think so. Look at this. It's not actually doing anything, this parsnip field. Structure. No, that wouldn't be it. What is it that actually would allow me to pick that little thing up? Ah, that's really odd. Uh-oh. I will do that because... So labor needs to pick this thing up. And how do we get labor to do that? We go in and say prioritize this. It doesn't seem to want to prioritize. It's just kind of sitting there, blocking that entire field from operating. Isn't that odd? I'm going to leave that there for a while, see if anybody eventually picks that up. In the meantime, I probably need to set up another field someplace. So we're going to have to ignore this one until it starts to function properly. So I want to be right here. And we'll do the same size. If I tried to put a field here, I wonder if that piece of whatever it is will block this from happening. Look at that, it's just not blocking it. This thing can't be picked up. up. If I can get that thing picked up, then we can probably do some planting here. But we're okay because of rice. You know, if it wasn't for that rice field, we'd have been in big trouble. Yeah, let me see. I think we're gonna have a lot more need for crop fields real soon. So we'll do another one right here. Another one here. Let the labor clear those at their leisure. Farmers. Oh, that's right. I put them out of work. So we really don't need that many farmers anymore. So we'll reduce the number of farmers we have to two. Gives us a lot more labor. If there's anything that we need, we could certainly use this. Lumber. Yeah, you see, I'm being paranoid because of the famine. I shouldn't. We don't need that. We don't need it right now. This thing has a pretty high priority. None of the other stuff is really going to get us into more trouble than having a cemetery fill up. I don't think it's going to happen. We still have eight grave sites available. It's pretty good. As long as we don't have famine. Alace, the farmer, has died. He was old. Have 4 labor now. No builders are needed. I think the road systems are pretty much complete. How's the fisheries doing? Look at that. It's late autumn. We're gonna definitely go probably 1,200 probably. That's decent. We had some tough years, I'm thinking, and that's why we had that famine. How are we doing this year? Oh my goodness, yeah, that's amazing. This is really quite pathetic, and the year before was pretty bad too, really. It was better than this year. And this year was recovery year. Anyway, getting close to the end of our day here. This is the I shouldn't say day, it's actually done by year. This is our 23rd year. Seems like the famine is over and we can start allowing things to slowly get back to normal. We'll have people filling jobs as things are needed, but right now we need to get this second cemetery, even though that's really not critical. We're back to where we need to be. We have enough labor now. If somebody were to get sick with something, we can put somebody into this health center, be our doctor. Ah, they picked it up. I wonder if... Okay. Let's go ahead and put a field back in here again. And we can actually... I'm not going to assign anybody to it. It's early winter and nothing can be done. Crop field. So apparently there's one thing on it. It's probably this over here. No, it's a looks like some kind of a, I think it's ginger that is grown over here in the corner. Alright. We can let that happen. So we're going to have a whole bunch of fields over here. You know, if we didn't get a seed, but we were getting, you know, food needs because of population growth, I would be willing to put a rice way over here. Awesome. You can also, once you have rice in your community, which we do because of this field here, we can go over to here and put in some rice planters out here. And those things produce really well. This is going to be probably a waterborne community over here. With some rice paddies, I suppose. We're nearly at 3,000 food. Wouldn't be a bad idea to up this. Go to 6,000. River. See if we can find a trader here somewhere. Nope. Nobody heading our way. That cut through kind of nice, right? Yeah. There's really nothing to see out here at this point. But we do have a road that gets us out there. So this thing is, there's nobody employed here. This part of town has been pretty much abandoned. Somebody lives here. Brilea, labor, lives there. These people died of the famine. These people here died of the famine. They died of the famine. Now, these people, I think these two are the nomads and their children. Nice house, nice choice. Love the color. Okay, nobody's working in the marble quarry. Nobody's working in the stone quarry either. Cemetery. cemetery, still 46 of 54. Nobody's passed away. The new cemetery is looking pretty good. That's it, right? Okay, everything's been removed. Now they just need to drag the 48 stone over here, which we have. We got 4 labor. It's tempting to put somebody in the stone quarry before things get out of hand. That's right over here. Yeah. Yep, let's do that. Bringing over the 48 stone. That's gonna drop our stone supply to about half. It's not a bad deal. We're not really building right now anyway. Reserve of stone is low, of course. Yes. Okay. Yeah, she's picking up wild foods and herbs. It's good. Okay. Let's check everything. Said this road here needs to be done, but that's a builder's job. We'll be building something soon enough. Need to check, this is all good. Need to check our storage to make sure that we're not okay, nothing in here still, just 7 wool coats. Most of the, yeah, that's 83. One over here is 33. 33% full. One here, 99. That's because, you know, the farming, when they farm their fields, they don't have any storage in this area yet. I was working on it. There's a barn here, right? Storage barn. This kind of needs to be done. Tempted to put somebody on this because it's costing them a lot more time to drag everything all the way wherever they're taking. Let's go ahead and check this out. Pecans, figs, pecans would be good. Figs are more valuable, I would suppose. Because of the price. Spinach would be good too. In fact, could we do both of these? We can do figs later when we're more wealthy. But you see, I don't have the labor to really man, you know, those kind of assets. I can manage these two maybe. Let's just stay with what we've got. Okay, wait a second. Let's go 17 here. And 155. Overpaying by 5. I'm not gonna have that. So 39. I'm overpaying by 1. I don't have any feathers to break it and get it perfect. So let's just go with that. And I've got spinach and pecan. So trade and dismiss. Let's go to this one. Steel tools. I think we're okay on tools for now. However, wouldn't mind having them. It doesn't cost very much. I think I have a statue. It's only 120 though. Let's just use herbs. No, let's do 30. Trade, dismiss. Dense orchard. I've got 3 labor. Let's go ahead and that orchard's going to take a while. I think maybe I'm going to just wait on that one for now and see if we can see how far along we are in our crop fields. These ones are the ones that are taking priority. This one is being held up by one item. Let's do this. Let's put one person on this dense orchard. We can eventually have pecans. Anyway, it is late spring. I just blew right past my curfew here. I'm just going to go ahead and say goodbye.